Hey guys, welcome back to the Vile J channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my Amazement deck for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis format. Let's get on into things. Start things off, we're going to do 3 Administrator Arlecchino. He can special summon from hand at the resolution of a trap card, he can destroy your opponent's cards by banishing traps, and he can equip your guys, or equip your opponent's monsters when they're special summoned or normal summoned. And then 3 Abomination Arlecchino to summon out your Arlecchino from the deck, as well as get your Amazement Faces, Amazement Family Faces, one of your trap cards directly from the deck. Yep, and he can summon out whenever you have one of his friends with Amazement in their name. So super easy to get out. Our low level guys, 3 Comica, sets the trap directly from the deck, and then chooses who's going to ride in the attraction. And then one of her assistant, Delia, who kind of cycles through your trap cards to help you get the ones that you want. And the last low-level guy, we're going to do 1 Bufo. He just helps you recycle your trap cards, kind of like supports the long game, which if your deck is doing what it wants to do, you're not winning very quickly. You're usually kind of in it for the long haul anyways, so Bufo can come up. 3 Amazing Time Ticket has 2 effects. To either add an Amazement card from your deck to your hand, or if you use it during your opponent's turn as a quick effect, you can set an attraction trap card directly from the deck, and it can be activated that turn. The Amazement Precious Park is a field spell that lets you use your trap cards during the main phase, the turn they're set once per turn, and it has another effect, but it's so irrelevant I can't even remember what it is, frankly. Alright, for the traps in Archetype are the attractions first. The Cyclo Coaster, which is a spell and trap removal / search card. 3 Horror House, which is like an effect negator or a Book of Moon. And then there's a couple utility cards that we play. So 1 Wonder Wheel to help cycle through your cards and switch your opponent's attack and defense. 1 Rapid Racers to kind of like DD Crow your opponent. It shuffles it back into the deck, but it interrupts their graveyard, or it can change their battle position and level. The Merry-Go-Round, this is more to just protect your own guys usually. And then 1 Thrill Train to kind of recycle through your attractions. And then to round up the rest of the in-archetype cards, we play 2 Family Faces to go with the Abomination Arlecchino. Abomination Arlecchino. For non-engine, and since we're heavy on traps, 3 Torrential Tribute, so you can resolve this and then special summon your ace monster right from the hand. 2 Heavy Storm Duster, just to interrupt back row. And then for my 2, like, I didn't really know what cards to play. I play 1 No Entry, because it's kind of like in theme for like an amusement park, right? No coming in after hours. And Cloud of Extravagance. I feel like this card is going to get hit, or like added points to it, so I'm not sure if it's going to be continued to play in this deck. So, yep, this might get changed out in the future, depending on future limitations on the list. But these 2 are really sweet for removal in the trap lineup for 3 points. And then for some pointed cards, I play 2 Pot of Greed and 1 Creature Swap. So obviously Pot of Greed is just a good consistency card, and this makes sense when I show you my 3 Infinite Impermanence. So I like Infinite Impermanence because it's good going first or second, and it's very versatile. And then Creature Swap, because you play such weird low attack point guys that don't really do much on the field, and they really can't do anything for your opponent. Just being like, okay, I use my guys to deal with your cards that I can interact with, and then any cards that I can't interact with, I can just Creature Swap and use one of my Bufos or my Delta or whatever, and give that to my opponent. Give me your Towers type monster, and now, yeah. So it's just like a little bit of a versatile out. So that's the rest of the main deck. These are all the pointed cards, I believe. For the extra deck, It's pretty much open to whatever you want, but I would say playing 3 copies of each of these cards is probably your best bet if you're going to play Extravagance. If Extravagance ever does get hit on the list or like added points to it and the other pointed cards in the list don't change, you could just take this out for pretty much any other interaction card, and then you can adjust. Instead of playing 3 of each of these cards, you can just play any toolbox of 4s and 7s would be my recommendation. Other than that though, pretty open deck building for this deck. It kind of builds itself if you're doing mostly attraction traps and amazement monsters. Having this guy just really take down your opponent's entire board just by himself after taking their monsters on a few rides is pretty intense. It's honestly hard to interact with as the opponent when you're playing against this deck too, because you never know when your opponent's going to be like, okay, that monster's going for a ride, and we're going to put him on the cyclocoaster and see how he does. So definitely an entertaining deck to play, and in the Genesys format I feel like you might as well take advantage of the lower power level with no links and everything to deal with. So yep, thanks for checking out the deck, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.